Hi, this is Anaya. Welcome to the channel. Let us first thank our Most High for this time, His grace, kindness, and mercy. Today's message is about our migrant situation. And this verse made me think of many nations coming here, and America possibly representing Tyrus. I am against thee, O Tyrus, and will cause many nations to come up against thee. It shall become a spoil to the nations. Also, we'll be discussing how these could be returning tribes or exiles. We know that we're not perfect just because we belong to our Most High. So these people are not perfect either. We don't know what they're used to or what their customs are. I'm not defending them. I'm just trying to figure this out and give them the benefit of the doubt. Americans are uncomfortable with the new arrivals of our possible brethren. And residents feel they have no protection. So this here is a picture of a so-called migrant with a duck from the park. So like I said, we don't know what their customs are back at their home. So this is a lady here. And this is an Ohio body cam. And they asked her, why did she kill it? And she's asking, why am I getting in the car? So she did speak English. And this was a man that said he watched them get pulled over with the cats. Well, probably not that lady, but another group. I think he said it was a white van. And this guy said what he thought of them. And so did this lady, or woman. So this is so-called gangs in Colorado. So if you've read Judges 3, you'll know that our Most High uses men to destroy and deliver His kingdom. And these are 3 men that He used by His Spirit. We know our commandments say not to kill, but if it's an eye for an eye, I guess it's justified. But He used a deliverer named Othniel by His Spirit, and He gave Cush-Rishthaim, king of Aram, into the hands of Othniel, and the land had peace for 40 years. Then He also gave them a deliverer, Ehud, and he had a message from God for a king. And then he plunged it into the king's belly, and he got away. He blew the trumpet in the hill country of Ephraim, and the Israelites went down with him from the hills, with him leading them. Follow me, he ordered, for the Most High has given Moab, your enemy, into your hands. So they had rest for 8 years. Then after Ehud came Shamgar, who struck down 600 Philistines with an ox goad to save Israel. So the Most High uses men to deliver and redeem Israel. So because of your wealth, your heart has grown proud because you think you are wise as a God. I'm going to bring foreigners against you, the most ruthless of nations. They will draw their swords in the heart of the seas. So it may not just be the returning tribes, it may be just other people coming too, that the Most High is going to execute judgment upon the nations. And this was a sad story. But it is written that this will happen in Bible prophecy. So this speaks about The tents of Judah being saved first, that the glory of the house of David and the glory of the inhabitants of Jerusalem do not magnify themselves against Judah. So, I thought for a while that this Judah could be the Venezuelans or the people from South America, and how that they could be part of the two sticks coming together. We'll go over this Judah and Ephraim verses in a little bit, but we're going to look over this. Take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah, for the children of Israel, his companions. Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companions, and join them one to another into one stick. This is from Dre OG Reacts channel. He's saying, pay attention. Though man try to pin us against each other, or they're trying to pin us against each other. And this brother said it was an illusion. There's no beef or problem between the two. And this is from Anthony Brian Logan's channel. And this melanated lady was telling them to take down this propaganda sign, which she thought was trying to make it seem like we are blaming the immigrants. She was actually blaming them at the council meeting. And some people and me, including me, believe that parts of America are the true Holy Land. Thus saith the Most High God, behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whither they be gone, and will gather them on every side, and bring them into their own land. And I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel. Neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms any more at all. So I'm thinking they could have lied about our geography too. What is the difference between Ephraim and Judah? The northern kingdom is called Ephraim because his clan eventually outnumbered the other tribes. The southern kingdom is called Judah because his clan outnumbered the other tribes. And these places really could be places, just different modern names. The Most High shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnants of his people, which shall be left from Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea. He shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcast of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. And this is from the African Diaspora's channel. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim. So this video is speaking about this U.S. military veteran receiving $23 in food stamps, while migrants receive thousands in benefits. So the envy also of Ephraim shall depart. Ephraim shall not envy Judah. So, but they shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistines toward the west. They shall spoil them of the east together. They shall lay their hand upon Edom and Moab, and the children of Ammon shall obey them. And the Most High shall utterly destroy the tongue of the Egyptian sea. With his mighty wind shall he shake his hand over the river, and shall smite it in the seven streams. So this Francine is forecast to sweep just offshore of Texas through Tuesday and make landfall in Louisiana on Wednesday, being in the heart of America on Friday. The Most High also shall save the tents of Judah first, that the glory of the house of David and the glory of the inhabitants of Jerusalem do not magnify themselves against Judah. So it just kind of makes me think of them being redeemed and saved first because of this tents of Judah being saved first. The Most High will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And this is from JWTV. He's speaking about the government and getting away with allowing the possible brethren home. And this is from the UK. And it looks like the officers were kneeling during the protests. So I think they were in support of the migrants over there. The righteousness of the righteous man will fall upon him, and the wickedness of the wicked man will fall upon him. So this is speaking about Jacob loving Rachel and serving for her, and being deceived into marrying her sister. And then also how Leah conceived Reuben and Simeon and Levi and Judah. Rachel couldn't have children in the beginning, so she gave Jacob Bilhah, her maid to wife. She gave him a son named Dan, and also Naphtali. And Leah saw that she was left bearing. She took her maid and gave to Jacob to wife, and gave him a son named Gad, and another one named Asher. So Leah conceived again a fifth son, named him Issachar, and then also a sixth son, and named him Zebulun, and then had a daughter named Dinah. So God remembered Rachel, and she bare a son named Joseph. This is speaking about Jacob's name not being called Jacob anymore, but Israel. And a nation and a company of nations which shall be of thee. So who do we as melanated people go to? It seems like we go to all the other nations and mix with those other nations. So a nation and a company and a nation shall be out of thy loins. And the land which I gave Abraham and Isaac, to thee I will give it, and to thy seed after thee will I give the land. So Joseph was feeding his flock with his brethren. And then he brought his father their evil report. And now Israel loved Joseph more than all his children, because his son was of his old age, and he made him a coat of many colors. And when his brethren saw that their father loved him more than all his brethren, they hated him. So Joseph was wise, became the second most powerful man in Egypt, because he was able to decipher dreams. That makes me think of the Native Americans with the dream catchers. So Joseph dreamed a dream, and he told it to his brethren, and they hated him yet even more. Then Joseph went after his brethren and found them in Dothan. And that's funny, there's a place in Alabama called Dothan. And they conspired against him to slay him. But Judah, his brethren, said, "What profit is it if we slay our brother and conceal his blood? Come, let us sell him to the Ishmaelites." So he was sold in Dothan into bondage. I believe that there was a port in Alabama that they sold slaves. And so they sold Joseph to the Ishmaelites. So I thought for a minute that the tribe of Judah was our melanated brethren because they sold him into slavery, but because it was Judah's idea to sell Joseph into bondage. But I believe that Deuteronomy 28 doesn't really specify a specific or a particular tribe. And you can pause and read. But I don't see any one particular tribe that this is speaking about. And this Jeremiah 14:2 is where I think people may have thought that our melanated brethren was associated with the tribe of Judah. But it appears it's speaking about the gates are black unto the ground, not Judah. And we'll look at these different translations. And the gates, I believe, are representing this place here in America. But in these translations, it speaks about the people on the ground mourning in mourning clothes and also sitting in black. And the gates are desolate and emptied and darkened upon the earth. So Rachel had another son, Benjamin. So the sons of Leah, Judah, the sons of Rachel, Joseph. And unto Joseph were born Manasseh and Ephraim, which Asnath, the daughter of Potipharah, priest of On, bare unto him. On is a city in northern Egypt, where Joseph was the second most powerful man in Egypt because of being able to decipher his dreams. So Ephraim and Manasseh are mine, as Reuben and Simeon, they shall be mine, shall be called after the name of their brethren and their inheritance. So I believe that these are named part of the 12 tribes. And the younger brother, Ephraim, shall become a multitude of nations. It seems like we're the ones that mix in with other nations the most. He held up his father's hand to remove it from Ephraim's head and unto Manasseh's head. Unto Manasseh's head. And then he said, truly his younger brother shall be greater than he. His seed shall become a multitude of nations. So Ephraim was the younger one, but Joseph tried to put Jacob's hand on Manasseh's head, the older one, but Jacob said, not so. And these are the 12 stones in the breastplate of judgment. And they represent the 12 tribes. Judah, this speaks about the scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet until Shiloh come. The scepter is a staff or a wand signifying sovereign authority. And is that what we have going on with those sanctuary cities? And Shiloh in Native America means the sacred bond of brotherhood. And Shiloh in Spanish means quiet, or he who must be sent. And Shiloh in the Bible Hub Strong's Concordance means he whose it is. So Shiloh could mean peace, or it could mean brotherhood until brotherhood comes, or he whose it is. So maybe it's he whose the land it is. So this verse speaks about All the people on the earth will be blessed through you. So by blessing us, they will be blessed. Joseph is a fruitful bow. The archers have sorely grieved him, and shot at him, and hated him. His hands were made strong by the hands of the mighty God of Jacob. From thence is the shepherd, the stone of Israel. The blessings of thy father shall be on the head of Joseph, and on the crown of the head of him that was separate from his brethren. So he was sold. Now these are the names of the children of Israel which came into Egypt. Every man and his household came with Jacob. And this is the 12 tribes. Joseph was already in Egypt. And this is the Pharaoh speaking, "Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply. And it come to pass that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land." So is that when we were sold into bondage to other nations? But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew. So we got a solar eclipse coming on October 2nd in Argentina, South America. And this is from Rory Pint's channel, about September 23rd, possibly being October 2nd or October 3rd. In this video, they show the number 923 a lot, how it shows up in movies. And 923 is a biblical sign in the sky. And it was representation of Revelation 12. That happened in 2017. But the Gregorian calendar came in October 1582 when 10 days were dropped from the Julian calendar and 10 days were lost. So 10 days added from September 23rd or 923 takes us to October 3rd, the day after the eclipse. And actually, it's October 2nd will be the 7th month. Put that in the wrong place. It is the month of Tishri. And that's a day after the eclipse. So with all these people coming, I don't think that we have anything to worry about as long as we're being righteous and following the laws as best that we can. Deuteronomy 33:26 through 29. There is none like unto the God of Yeshurun, who rideth upon the heavens in thine help, and in his excellency on the sky. The eternal God is thy refuge, and underneath are the everlasting arms. And he shall thrust out the enemy from before thee, and shall say, Destroy them. Israel then shall dwell in safety alone. The fountain of Jacob shall be upon a land of corn and wine. Also his heavens shall drop down dew. Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people saved by the Most High, the shield of thy help. And who is the sword of thy excellency? And thine enemies shall be found liars unto thee, and thou shalt tread upon their high places. So, that's how I know that we are the true seeds, because it says, Israel then shall dwell in safety. Are they dwelling in safety over there? I don't think so. And it also says the land of corn and wine. I just think of how America has a lot of corn, and I think of wine country over there on the West Coast. So that will be all for now. I thank you for listening and watching. May our Most High forgive, heal, guide, and protect the true seeds, those who love and glorify Him and our loved ones. May there be truth, peace, healing, redemption, protection, and all the things that we need to thrive and survive in His Most High glory and honor. I plead. Thank you.